So much for joining us. I'm Alex Elich. Kristen Bean has the day off. 5 people dead after a shooting at Fort Lauderdale's airport, and now investigators are searching for answers. 8 people were hurt when police... A former South Bend Adams coach was in Fort Lauderdale airport when this all happened. Pat King and his wife had just left a cruise in the Bahamas and were on their way home. Take a listen. The county family is rebuilding today after a series of bizarre events destroyed their home. It happened just before 10 Central Time Thursday night. A truck veered off a road, take a look at this video, and hit the house and a gas line. Now both the truck and the house burst into flames. It took several hours to shut off the gas, and NIPSCO says no one in the immediate area was in danger. Officials say bad weather conditions were a factor. The family who lived in the home did get out safely, and the drive 2 men accused of killing their landlord. Monahan and Mason Coffin were arrested in New York back in November for stealing Richard Costello's car. Police found Costello's body near his home, and investigators say that Monahan and Costello got into an argument over rent in late October. Kosciuszko County Police say these 2 men are responsible for an extensive new questions today over plans to hold closed meetings over St. Joseph County's leaf pickup process. The open door law requires government meetings to be open to the public. Now, Commissioner Deb Fleming says she's the only commissioner on the committee, which makes it informal and exempts her from the law. She agrees with complaints that the leaf pickup process was less than... Now, Mishawaka native talked about his hometown on a late-night television show. Now, his historical landmark is famous because he used to work there. Star Wars actor Adam Driver got his first job at the Beager Mansion as a dishwasher. He only worked there one summer, but the owner says he remembers him. He described Adam as tall and slightly awkward, but overall a good kid.
Now, you know, the
store gets robbed again, but this time the suspected robber made a terrible mistake. And have you ever lost your car in a parking garage? I know I have a time or two. One UK man did for 6 months. Coming up, how police eventually found the BMW. Warm-up of any kind. It's funny, I saw on Facebook some of my friends who live in the more southern states all rushing to go grab bread for this snow.
Schools were,
like, 'cause that'll save you.
Yeah, and schools were actually closed, I believe, in Louisiana and Alabama, Mississippi. A few schools closed because of an inch of snow. So it's
we
really
got thick
relative.
skin here in the Midwest.
Yeah, well, yeah, you gotta give ourselves credit.
All right, well, Ed, thank you very much. Well, here's an interesting story out of Milwaukee. And every good basketball team needs a good leader. And for the South Bend St. Joe girls, they found guidance from senior Daly Sullivan. WSBT 22's Adam Darengowski has more. A new lava viewing area in Hawaii Volcanoes National Park opened up this week. It was closed after a large lava delta collapsed last weekend. The collapse created blasts of volcanic rock in a series of damaging waves. Scientists say the lava delta is now gone, along with more than... Many people rushed to the airport yesterday, desperate for news about their loved ones. And emotions ran high for many when they found out they were okay. Elle Peffley has the latest. WSBT 22 meteorologist Ed Russo joins us right now. Ed, can we expect a warm-up soon, or am I reaching for the stars here?
Well, you're not reaching for the stars. You have to just reach out to Monday and Tuesday. It's not too far away.
It's not too bad.
But,
I can do that.
right,
I can do that.
But the weekend, it's going to remain pretty cold. So a lot of you, when you want to go out and do stuff, certainly, you know, going up to...
See, that is what I like to see. The warmth. And I don't even feel bad for those people in Alabama. There, I said it. I'm like, here, take a few snow flurries. Now you know
Well,
what
actually,
it's like.
some of them have more snow on the ground than us, so it is a little reverse there. Yeah.
Ooh, tough, tough. Well, a Rogue One, a Star Wars story, and the animated musical Sing have been #1 and 2 at the box office the last 2 weekends. And they'll probably stay in those spots this weekend.
But at least one new movie is mounting a challenge. David Daniel has the weekend forecast for new movies in the theater.
Rogue One finally opens in China this weekend, which could put the blockbuster over the $1 billion mark in the global box office. Supporters of marijuana legalization plan to make their presence known on Donald Trump's inauguration day. They plan to hand out 4,200 joints in Washington's DuPont Circle that day, January 20th. Supporters say they're doing it over concerns that the 717 coming up, a family goes into a car dealership for a new vehicle, but comes out with so much more. Plus, it's still the beginning of 2017, which means it's a perfect time to pick up a new hobby. WSBT 22's Caroline Torrey is live in South Bend this morning. That's where she's learning a couple of hobby classes that you can join in on. Caroline, what are you learning about? safe to say you come home with a new car. But one Pennsylvania couple came home with a newborn baby. The expecting mother went to the bathroom when she wasn't feeling good, and before she knew it, she was giving birth. The whole time. Pete, thanks. Coming up, when you should start introducing peanuts to your kids' diet. Now, researchers are saying it's sooner rather than later. Plus, a toy company decided to make a new type of voice-activated assistant, and this one will even watch after your kids. Stay with us. We now know more about the suspect involved in a Fort Lauderdale airport shooting. Sarah Carter from our national news partner, Circa, has the latest.
In about 10 minutes, Alex.
All right, Ed, I'll take it. Thanks. LaPorte County family is rebuilding today after a bizarre series of events destroyed their home. It happened just before 10 Central Time Thursday night. Take a look at this. A truck veered off the road and hit the house and a gas line. Both the truck and Mason Coffin were arrested in New York back in November for stealing Richard Costello's car. Police found Costello's body near the home. Investigators say that Monahan and Costello got into an argument over rent in late October. Kosciuszko County police say 2 men are responsible for extensive crime spree that spans several counties. These 2 men, 27-year-old Michael Watson of Leesburg and 41-year-old Frank, large-scale theft ring that has grown to involve potentially 4 other people. They're suspected of crimes in Noble, Steuben, Stark, and Pulaski counties, and 2 counties in Michigan. Detectives recovered ATVs, trailers, snowmobiles, go-karts, and motorcycles. A toy giant Mattel is looking to take on Amazon's Echo and Apple's Siri with its own voice-activated assistant. Aristotle was unveiled this week at the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas. Mattel says it's different from Echo and Siri because it focuses on children from infancy to adolescence. Aristotle can serve as a baby monitor, tell bedtime stories, and even help older kids with homework. It also includes. Yesterday was the first Friday of the month, and for many cities, that means a local celebration. Although with the cold temperatures, there's not much to do outside, but Goshen embraced the cold with fire and ice celebration. WSBT 22's Jesse Schultz has that story.
Downtown Goshen hosts
So much fun. Now, downtown Goshen hosts a celebration every first Friday of the month, but this one is a little different than most. Are you looking for something to do this weekend? Make South Bend has art-related activities happening downtown. WSBT 22's Caroline Torrey is there right now. So, Caroline, what's happening downtown? I'll take rain over snow any day of the week. Thank you so much, Ed. So it was an unusual sight for drivers and residents in Athens, Georgia. A llama got loose and roamed the streets of the city. Now is 7:49. It's a birthday wish come true for one Texas man. Coming up, how this 100-year-old got to spend his birthday and how he doesn't plan on stopping. That's when WSBT 22 First in the Morning Saturday continues. This Central Texas man has jumped out of an airplane and right into the record books. So this is Al Blaschke's 100th birthday, and he's celebrated by skydiving. He now shares the record for the oldest person in the country to skydive, but he says he doesn't plan on slowing down anytime soon. Hear that? Never too old. The time now is 7:53. Coming up, Paul Ryan's recent announcement of plans to strip federal funding to Planned Parenthood health centers has some people speaking out. Plus, what's trending on the web this morning? Planned Parenthood leaders are speaking out after
You can make just from a low-budget commercial like that.
30 minutes. That's all it takes.
Yeah.
I know what we're doing after the show.
All right, sounds good, Alex.
Kristen Bean and Ed Russo.
Investigators are searching for answers tonight after a former Armored National Guardsman allegedly opened fire inside the baggage claim area at a Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport. Now, 5 people were killed and 8 shot in the attack. Another 37 suffered injuries in the chaos that followed. Now we're learning more about the gunman who was unharmed and taken into custody. Craig Bogswell reports from Fort Lauderdale. Receiving psychological treatment in Alaska. Police say he got into an argument on one of his flights to Florida. Stay with WSBT 22 for continuing coverage. Russo joins us right now. Ed, tell me something good, as in the song says.
What song is that? I'm trying to figure it out.
Are you kidding me? You don't know that song where it's like,
no, I do, but is it commercials? Or is it actually not an actual song?
Yeah, it's in commercials. We'll go with that. I
Okay.
think it's an actual song, too.
You'll have to figure it out for me, because now this is going to bother me. I got to present weather information.
Ed and Alex the musical. After the show. Stick around, people.
Yeah, that's right. Don't go away. All right, here's your forecast as we head to...
Around Goshen. Sounds delicious. Now the time now is 8:06. Coming up, a Chicago Zoo introduced their newest edition this week. All right, Ed, sounds good. Living a healthier lifestyle was a popular choice for many people's New Year's resolution. And with that healthy lifestyle comes exercise. WSBT 22's Caroline Torrey is live out in Mishawaka, where a resolution run is getting ready to take place. Caroline, please tell me you're putting your running shoes on. All right, a lot of great running gear there. Thanks, Caroline. The time now is 8:16. Are you tired of winter's expensive heating bills? Coming up, a heating expert is here to give you some. Investigators are searching for answers after 5 people dead after a shooting in Fort Lauderdale's airport. 8 people were hurt when police say a former Army National Guardsman opened fire inside the baggage claim area. 37 others hurt after the shooting. Now, police have arrested 26-year-old Esteban Santiago from Anchorage. He flew from Alaska to Florida, and his only luggage was a semi-automatic handgun he checked, which is legal if disclosed to the airline. Police say he loaded the weapon in a bed. A LaPorte County family is rebuilding today after a series of bizarre events destroyed their home. It happened just before 10 Central Time Thursday night. Now, take a look at this video. A truck veered off a road and hit the house and a gas line. Both the truck and the house burst into flames. It took several hours to shut off the gas, and NIPSCO says no one in the immediate area was in danger. Now, officials say bad weather conditions were a factor, and the family who lived in the home got out safely. The driver of the truck also survived the crash, and police say drugs or alcohol. Now, a local historical landmark is now on the map thanks to famous Mishawaka native. Last night, during an appearance on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, Star Wars actor Adam Driver mentioned his hometown and had a little fun and talked about his very first job.
Mishawaka's Beager.
Now, the owner of Beager Mansion says Adam is welcome to stay at the inn anytime he wants. Unfortunately, there's not a full-time restaurant anymore, so he won't be able to get his old job back. Not that he needs it. Degrees nowadays. It doesn't even sound like actually 46.
You're excited about a 46?
Yes.
46,
I'm not afraid to admit it. I think a lot of people are, right?
46 with rain never looks so nice.
It's the little things, right?
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Ed. So we're still at the start of a new year, which means many people are thinking about health and fitness. But not all exercise is the same. There's one particular kind of fitness that has more positive benefits than others. Kim Hutcherson explains in today's Health Minute. We've got an exciting giveaway this morning. We're giving away a family 4-pack of tickets to see the Harlem Globetrotters. The Globetrotters are an exhibition basketball team that combines athleticism, theater, and comedy. The team travels the country and is very week into January. And have you stuck with your New Year's resolution? WSBT 22's Caroline Torrey is live out in Mishawaka this morning, where some people are getting ready to participate in a resolution run. Now, Caroline, are all the runners warmed up?